Welcome back to Freeze Frame, episode 45, the show where we stop to take a moment to discuss all of the heavily talked about news of the week having to do with movies, TV, streaming, pop culture, and everything else you could possibly imagine. I'm one of your hosts, Vincent DeSantis, today joined by Ryder Maldonado. Ryder, how you doing, dude?
I'm doing well. I'm doing great. I feel like, man, time moves fast and
Yeah.
news goes by fast. People are unfortunately passing. Movies are being delayed and released, and there's a lot going on. A lot going on. A lot to cover
Absolutely.
today.
There's a lot to cover today. Guys, if you're listening on audio platforms, please feel free to give us a review on Spotify and Apple Music and everything, or Apple Podcasts, wherever else. It really helps us out, jump up on those charts. Hop in Discord if you want to stay up to date and join the community. We have all the links in our description for all that kind of stuff. You can follow our TikTok for quick updates and news on anything else pop culture. We have Instagram, Twitter, but this episode is presented by Strictly Casual, and it's brought to you by Manscaped. We love to see it.
Yeah, more on that later. Love to see it.
More on that later.
All right, we have a first little article here that we wanted to get into because it's very important to us, and it's unfortunate to say, but ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Bob Saget, of course, the Full House star and comedian, has passed away at the age of 65. As of recording this, it was heard yesterday around 5 or 6 p.m. Let's see, a stand-up comedian and actor beloved for his role as Danny Tanner on the 1990 sitcom Full House died yesterday, Sunday, at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Orlando, Florida. Police confirmed to Variety that he was 65 and where he was. Shortly after, around 4 p.m., police officers responded to a man down call at the Ritz-Carlton Grande Lakes Hotel and discovered Saget unresponsive in a hotel room. The Orange County Sheriff's Office told Variety he was pronounced dead at the scene. The Sheriff's Office did not have any information on the cause of death, and the detectives did not find any signs of foul play or drug use in the case. Medical examiner's office determined the cause and manner of death at a later date.
It's really sad, man. It's really sad. Just the day before, he's on tour right now doing stand-up. And he posted a picture at the show, like on stage, literally the night before. So
he was definitely unexpected for him too.
Totally unexpected. I'm sure we'll find out exactly why, like what it was probably a health thing, right?
Yeah. Fortunately.
But it's sad, dude. Betty White last week, Bob Saget this week.
Yeah, some like
tough way to start
icons, the year. I know, and so young too. Like I know Betty White was. We're saying she was 100. You know, she lived a full life. I'd say. Oh, yeah. Bob Saget, though, 65. Even 65 seems way too young. Like
it is young.
It's so totally young. I mean, yeah, like you said, he was on tour. He was ready to go. He was kicking it.
He's busting it out.
Yeah.
So it's very sad. Go watch an episode of Full House in his honor today. You know.
Yeah, show him some love, but he will be missed.
Seeing a lot of the tweets or responses from like the co-stars of Full House is really sad. It's just really sad. They're like, it's more than just like someone you were on the show with. It's like a good like lifelong friend, you know. And that's the part that's like really tough to read.
It's an uncle, it's a dad. Oh
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Sorry to start off with the unfortunate news, everybody, but now we can move on.
Next up, here we have the Golden Globes of 2022, okay? I would say a lot of us had no idea this even happened, okay? Here's the deal. This comes from Variety. The 2022 Golden Globe Awards won't have an audience or red carpet. This was decided like last week, by the way, that they would not be televising this event. Yeah, it won't be televised or live streamed. But the show is going to go on anyway. So Sunday's ceremony, which is yesterday, considered the unofficial kickoff of Hollywood awards season, will be a private event, according to Hollywood Foreign Press Association, the organization that runs the awards. NBC will not run or not air the ceremony at all amid controversies around representation and ethics. That goes into a whole deeper conversation, but they've been criticized a lot for that in the previous years. To share the results, the Golden Globes website and social media accounts will be tweeting the winners in real time, which is just ridiculous to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's funny you bring that up because I kind of forgot until this morning. You told me, hey, Golden Globes was yesterday. And I was like, what? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But then I remember I was looking on my Twitter and I was like, Succession wins this. And I was like, wait a second. What? Golden Globes? What's going on? Is this fake or something? Yeah.
Absolutely. I'd be trying to watch that right away.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I know.
I watch these live. I love these award shows, even though some of them are way too long or a lot of BS in them. I love watching them. I'm a big fan.
Absolutely.
So we have all the winners. The Golden Globes are done, and most people don't know. So I want to go over some of the notable shows that won last night, or shows and movies. So, do we just start off at the top, right, or what do you think?
Okay, let's say best for last. Best for last, I guess.
All right, give
Yeah.
me a couple. Give me a
Okay, we
couple that
got
interest me
best
on the spot.
screenplay Kenneth Branagh for Belfast, great film. Haven't seen it. Animated film Encanto from Disney. Best director Campion. Sorry, from The Power of the Dog.
Did
Interesting.
you watch Encanto, by the way?
I have not seen it yet. No, but
I have
first.
both heard that is, like, incredible
Mhm.
from some people and then super overrated by other people, and so, like,
Really.
I don't know. The animation looks gorgeous. I can't
Mhm.
wait to watch it
I guess
eventually.
it depends on like where you come from, your roots, maybe.
Yeah,
Um.
and then Power of the Dog also, that is, like, on my list to watch. That's on Netflix with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh
I gotta
yeah,
watch
I'm
that.
hearing fantastic things about that one.
Yeah.
Here's a lot, two, well, three. I'll say these three because this is
Yeah,
my
do it.
bread and
This is
butter.
all you,
Best
baby.
actress and best actor in a drama TV series: Jeremy Strong and Sarah Snook from Succession. And the best drama TV series is Succession. If you haven't seen it already, I mean, there's even more evidence why you should.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm again just finished the first season, so I
Hmm.
still have to keep going, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't wait.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't wait.
you could take the rest.
Coming in for best score, we have Dune by Hans Zimmer, which Ryder made a hilarious TikTok if you want to go check that out. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
very funny about
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
It's a lot of I don't know, interesting vocals in that soundtrack
Yeah,
and
no,
drums.
yeah, it's very rooted and yeah, there's some good origins in that.
Like, I think it deserves best score, but I don't think I'd like slap this on just to listen to.
No, yeah, this is definitely. I mean, maybe if you're like in the mood and you're kind of doing a
Yeah,
cosplay and you're
I
trying to,
guess.
it's a very select mood that you're going for.
Very select, very
Yeah.
select. We have Best Actress in a Drama Motion Picture, Nicole Kidman from Being the Ricardos. Very, very cool. Hopefully, we have some news to share about some stuff coming up pretty soon here.
Oh,
And then we have a Best Actor in a Drama Motion Picture, Will Smith for King Richard,
fantastic.
which I haven't seen either
Mhm,
yet.
mhm.
Have you?
No, I have not. No, but I mean,
Okay,
I'm happy for him because I know he went all in for that role.
dude. I'm looking at this list and I have a lot of movies to catch up on. I went on
I know.
Letterboxd. I was like, oh yeah, that's on my watch list. That's
Mhm.
on my watch list. Like, I have to push through before Oscars
Yeah.
to
Oh
get all
yeah.
these done.
You got a timer.
Best foreign film, foreign language film, we have Drive My Car from this is coming from Japan,
Mhm,
which I have heard incredible things about. Like incredible things. I cannot wait to
mhm,
see this. Unfortunately, it's not playing in like any theaters near me, so
mhm.
I'll have to wait to see it somewhere. We have Best Musical and Comedy Motion Picture, which is West Side Story from
Interesting.
Steven Spielberg's West Side Story.
Heard good things about it, but I know that it bombed. So you know,
It
I
bombed
know it's still
because
good, but
everything came out like a week before or a week after Spider-Man, and there was no theaters to watch this at.
yeah,
There was like
yeah.
one single showing a day.
Mhm.
You know?
Spider-Man's the landmine, and it just kills everything
It's
around.
tough. It literally
Yeah,
it wiped
yeah.
everything out. And
Unfortunately,
then we have Best Drama Motion Picture, which is The Power of the Dog, and that is the
interesting.
Benedict Cumberbatch Western movie, which I've heard incredible things about. I can't wait to watch it, and I'm a big Western fan,
Mhm.
so that's, like, maybe tonight. I might go crazy
Yeah,
and watch
yeah.
that.
Apparently, there's a twist in it. I
Really?
even that's a spoiler for some people I know. I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
yeah. So I'm excited to check it out too.
me too. Okay, do you think this is any I mean, we can go over some nominations, but do you think
Mhm.
these are representative of what the Oscars is gonna look like in a couple months here?
I think it might be a little different. I mean a little, but a lot of this seems like for example, Drive My Car. I well, actually never mind. That's a foreign language film. What am I talking
Right.
about? I mean yeah, this could probably match up, but of course we won't see anything from TV. But
Sure.
I'm definitely interested to see best actor and best actress who they nominate.
Yeah,
We have more comedy. We have more different genres of film and a
totally.
little more categories like cinematography. I'm interested to see,
Yep.
but probably could just go to Dune. Dune might just take it. Who
Dude,
knows?
I would love for Dune to win Best Cinematography. Greg,
Mhm.
I forget his last name. Greg something, the cinematographer is incredible.
Yeah, you got the
Um,
name though.
a couple other things I wanna bring up, like, are movies that got nominated a lot that didn't necessarily win anything.
Mhm.
We have Coda, which is the Apple TV
Oh
movie. I
yeah.
have not seen that yet.
Mhm.
Have you seen that?
No, no, but I know what you're talking about. But the
Yeah,
deaf parents, of course, you grow up with the deaf parents.
right, I hear that's incredible. We have a lot from Licorice Pizza and Tick, Tick, Boom. Andrew Garfield did win Best Actor in a musical,
Okay,
for that,
cool, cool.
because they
Well
do 2 Best
deserved.
Actors during
Well
this.
deserved for that
Yeah,
one because I heard that he got the mannerisms right of
okay,
Jonathan. I forgot his last
something.
name. Yeah, Jonathan
Yeah.
Larson.
I mean,
Larson. There you go.
I'll watch that eventually too,
Mhm.
and then we have, like, what do we got? Denzel Washington for Tragedy of Macbeth, he was nominated.
Mhm.
We have, dude, a ton of Licorice Pizza nominations for actors, screenplay. Belfast is also nominated quite a bit. Um,
There's a
Yeah,
lot. It's definitely really packed, and it's definitely interesting to see kind
totally.
of where the Oscars would side with it, and then you can kind of
Yeah.
pick apart and see, okay, this is kind of where they were going with this movie and stuff. Interesting.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see it is award season, baby, which is like totally my favorite. I
Hmm.
love catching up on all the movies and stuff. So, if you guys have any predictions for the Oscars and stuff, you can definitely leave those in the comments. We'd love to see those. Again, if you're watching this clip on YouTube later on, you can check out our full podcast for members only on YouTube, or you can go to audio platforms and get it for free. It's up to you. But
Absolutely.
thank you guys. Okay. Perfect.
Awesome. And now moving on to, I know you want to probably dive into this, but this is a new article about Drive My Car, named Best
Yeah.
Picture by the National Society of Film Critics. Interesting. If you want to get into that one.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, this is from IndieWire, but Drive My Car racked up several wins for the National Society of Film Critics, which okay, the National Society of Film Critics is not like a televised event or anything,
Yeah.
but it is like it is one of those awards that you would want to see on the
Hmm.
Blu-ray. Like on
Yeah.
top is like best picture of this. And
Yep.
like 'cause that's
It's
it's
a
a
huge
big
award.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this was January 8th, 2 days ago. It won Best Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay, and Best Actor. So which is crazy. As Drive My Car won Best Picture, the organization's rules determined that there would not be a separate Best Foreign Language Film category. So this won
Interesting.
over everything,
Everything.
not which is this is big. This is like a Parasite type situation a couple years ago where the
Hmm.
foreign film takes it all.
That's
That's
interesting. Yeah. And it's
yeah.
one of those films that, you see the livelihood of that film kind of grows more following all these awards because people want to check it
Yeah.
out.
Absolutely, which is it's pretty cool. I mean, it definitely brings it to a whole new audience. I would if it wasn't critically acclaimed or whatever, I wouldn't
Yeah,
it
no,
would have just been
neither
buried.
did I. I,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Dude, Where's My Car with Ashton
No,
Kutcher. No, I
not
know.
Dude, Where's My Car? It's called
No, I know.
Drive My Car.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, what? The Ashton Kutcher film? No, but good for them. Here we go. You put here more theater versus home debate. I like this.
Yeah,
Joel Cohen credits people watching his films on TV for 40-year career. Okay, so this comes from IndieWire. Currently during the press rounds for the tragedy Macbeth, Cohen spoke to the LA Times about the topic. It's an apropos one, an A20
appropriate, just appropriate.
apropos.
I don't know why they say appropriate, but it was in the article.
Okay, okay. Jeez, now
It was
I feel
appropriate.
very, very silly. Very silly for messing that up. Okay, as A24 released The Tragedy of Macbeth in theaters on Christmas, the stylized new take on the Shakespearean classic. It would also be available to stream on Apple TV January 14th. So he says, when Ethan and I started, studios were able to take advantage of revenue from ancillary markets like VHS as a financial balance to risk taking, Cohen said, pointing out that the form of revenue made riskier movies seem like better financial bets. It's important that everyone who wants to see one of my films in a theater should be able to. He continued on, but I've never been one of the purists because one of the reasons I've had a career is home markets because people watch on TV. It's responsible for me being able to make movies for 40 years. There
It's
you
a good
go.
take.
Yeah, I like that.
I
I
think
like
it's a good
that.
take.
I
Um,
think he brought up something that I completely forgot about, and that's VHS and kind of DVDs like Blockbuster and stuff like that.
yeah.
You know?
Mhm. I mean, another big point they bring up in this article is so Joel and Ethan Cohen did The Big Lebowski, which is one of my favorite movies.
Mhm.
Totally bombed in theaters. It bombed
Really?
so bad,
Huh?
but when it hit, I mean, it was out of theaters really quickly. When it hit the release, it kind of gained this cult following
Mm-hmm.
and made them way more money than it would have in the theaters. So I think
Uh,
he has a lot of examples of some of his movies are very niche. These
mm-hmm.
the Cohen brothers, they
Mm-hmm.
don't really appeal to everyone. Although some of their movies do appeal to everybody, but because of those more niche ones and the at-home audience, they're able to make whatever they want, and I think
Yeah,
they just have that following now. So
absolutely.
anything they
Yeah.
make, people will watch.
Great
It's an
example.
interesting take. I thought it was worth talking about.
Pretty cool, yeah. So, hopefully more examples of like, hey, sometimes the theaters can be great, but for a lot of directors out there, streaming and stuff can kind of save your career.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, well, there you have it. And now moving on to kind of our meat and potatoes of the show. We have our actual topics to talk about. Oh, we can't forget about this. That's right. As well as another passing of a very, very iconic actor.
Oh,
Before
yeah.
we get into more news, Sidney Poitier has passed. He
Yeah.
was 94 years old. So for those of you that don't know, he was the first black man to win an Oscar for Best Actor and probably
Yeah.
one of the greatest actors of all time. One of, in history, he definitely paved the
Yeah.
way for a lot. And I mean, some of his movies are, Criterion Collection, I mean, he
Right.
can't get more iconic than him.
It's important. It's important to,
Mhm.
recognize
Mhm.
the things that people like this do to the industry. It's
Absolutely.
really cool. Very,
Mhm.
very cool.
Yeah.
So, sad to
Trailblazer.
hear about his passing too. It's dude, 2022. We said it
Mm,
in 2021 that it was off to a rough start too, but we've lost a
mm.
lot of legends in 2022 also.
Let's hope he doesn't take more. No, no more. No more.
No more.
All right, now we can move on to major news now. Of course, starting off with Marvel. We have some small ones here. Morbius, unfortunately, was pushed back April 1st, or I
You
think
said
May.
unfortunately. I hope this movie never comes.
Oh God. Okay. Well, unfortunately, because I just want to get it done. It's like ripping off a band-aid. I just want to see it and get it over with. I'm there
Yeah.
with. It's like it'll be good. I'm rooting for it, but I just want to
I can't
see
wait.
is Andrew in it, which I talk about in a
No.
little bit. Okay. Now we can
No
this is a
way.
debate. Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire have been in talks that they're ready to return for the future for Marvel films, and they asked Andrew, and he said, "Yeah, if the situation's right, I would love to return." So what would you think? Do you think that there's a possibility of seeing these guys return? Maybe just Andrew in the future of any movie, really?
I don't know. I don't think so. I
You don't
don't
think
think
so?
they're gonna be coming back anytime soon. I know there's been like let's make a third Spider-Man with Andrew
Hmm.
Garfield. I think we're real far out from that. I don't know. I just don't see it happening soon. But maybe.
I'm
Maybe. I
gonna
don't know.
I'm gonna throw a complete 180 on you. I'm gonna be
Do it.
honest. I think it's already signed on the dotted line. I think contract's already signed. I think it's happening. Like
I'm glad he's
it could be
excited
way
about it.
future. Hmm.
I know he's been talking about it a lot, but I don't know.
Maybe if there's a cameo in Morbius, let's say for example, would that
Yeah.
kind of stir? Would that be like different, or do you think it's just like a cameo? Maybe if they do
I
that.
well, here's the thing. I do not like what Sony's doing, like with Venom and Morbius and stuff. I just like straight up am not
Hmm.
interested in it. And so just throwing a character that I like,
Hmm.
but I don't Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, I'm not a fan of. I
Hmm.
know people were
Yeah,
like
yeah.
praising it after
Hmm.
No Way Home, like, "Oh, these movies are like so good all of a sudden." They're
No,
not
no.
good. They're
Andrew's
not good.
amazing, but yeah, the movies are just
Yeah,
a little weird.
he's great.
Mhm.
I don't wanna see a Sony movie, like, I don't want another bad movie just to have, like, one cool Spider-Man moment come out of it or something. Like,
True,
I'm
that's
not
a good
really
point.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Mhm.
I'd rather just focus on the good that we've already had with it. If you wanna put him in a movie that's, like, not Sony produced or, like, maybe written by better writers,
Yeah, yeah.
taken to a better director, something that's gonna do something interesting with it, I don't want Amazing Spider-Man 3 at all. I tap me out, baby. Don't want it. I'll watch
What?
it, but I don't want
No.
it.
Okay, you'll watch it,
Yeah.
but you don't want. Oh my!
Totally.
I
Well, it's not
love
like
that. Yeah, yeah,
I would like to see Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man
yeah.
again, but I do not want Amazing Spider-Man 3, and I do not want another Sony produced
No, I
Spider-Man.
feel.
Like,
I completely
they've
understand what you're saying. Yeah,
they've
and that's
proved
the jokes
themselves
aside.
4 times recently that they're not capable of handling superheroes in a good way. With Venom 1, 2, Amazing Spider-Man 1, 2,
True.
we got Morbius coming up. We'll see. They're all mid. They're so mid. I don't It's just gonna be another mid movie.
Mid, yeah, mid, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. No, no, no. Okay,
Ah!
okay, okay. Good thoughts. Good thoughts. I like
Sorry,
this.
I got heated. My
No, no,
bad,
no,
my
no, no.
bad.
But I definitely I hear you, and I totally understand what you're saying. Though I'm not against it. X-Men 97's in production. That's coming.
Good.
I know you're
Yeah, I'm
hyped for
excited
that.
for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Totally.
And then you can take this last one here.
And then Vincent D'Onofrio reveals his theory of what happened to Kingpin
That is
between
cute.
Daredevil and Hawkeye.
Hmm.
Quote, I think he lost his power. I think that his empire fell because all of this otherworldly stuff was going on. But I mean, we don't know. He maybe got snapped for 5 years, lost it all.
Yeah,
He came
yeah,
back. There could be a million things that could have happened. But
absolutely.
regardless, he better not be dead.
Oh yeah, no, no, I don't think he's dead, but I definitely think that it's great that they were like, no, he's from Daredevil. Daredevil's canon. It's happening. He's
Yeah,
back, baby, from that show. So that's good.
I've been rewatching it.
Oh
Daredevil.
really? No. Like
I cannot get enough of it.
how many?
I really do think it's so good.
How many increments? Like what? Like 30 minutes at a time, or like an
No,
episode?
I'm like 4 episodes in or something in the first season. I mean, I take it slow whenever I gotta
Oh,
watch a little bit.
yeah,
It
okay.
really is just the best. It holds up.
I know. I want to do that too, but there's too much coming out.
I
With like
know, there is.
HBO Max, I know we'll get into HBO in a little bit. Euphoria season 2 premiered last night, as well as The
Yeah,
Righteous Gemstones, back
okay.
to back. And so those are two shows that I'm kind of into right now.
Yeah,
So I need to catch up on Righteous Gemstones, which I'll get into in the future. But anyways,
yeah,
sorry.
do
What
it.
do you want?
No,
Okay.
sweet. I
Uh,
gotta catch up on Euphoria. I know a lot
mhm,
of people love it.
mhm.
It's just
Okay.
kinda weird to me.
You take us away with DC. Do you all the
Coming
DC?
into DC news, we have Batman Cape Crusader info. Season 1 has 10 episodes. Matt Reeves and J.J. Abrams are producing it, and, the showrunner is Bruce Timm, who is also Batman what is TAS?
The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, Batman the Amazing
I,
Spider-Man co-creator. I should know this. Oh, the animated series.
oh,
Batman the animated series co-creator, and then head writer Ed Brubaker from the Winter Soldier co-creator. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
So, is this an animated show?
I believe so. Yeah, yeah, it will be.
And Matt Reeves and JJ are producing. That's interesting. That's
Hopefully, it's so. I think you know what, Matt Reeves and JJ are going to be what John Favreau and Dave Filoni are for Star Wars. They're gonna be that
Don't say
Batman.
that. Don't say that because I have all the
No.
thoughts, dude. I really think that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau saved Star Wars to a
Mhm.
point, and now they've hit a turning point, and they're running it into the ground.
Really? Because of
Yep.
Boba? Oh, because like you think it's too much, maybe?
I
Oh,
think.
we have to talk about Obi-Wan. Yeah, you wanted to bring up Obi-Wan to me, right? There was
Oh
some
yeah, we
stuff.
got it. Oh,
Is,
yes.
is that part of it? Maybe.
It adds in. It adds in.
Okay,
Okay, I
okay.
don't actually think Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are bad, like for
No, yeah,
Disney
yeah.
or anything, but I definitely think they peaked. Their Disney highs have been
Mhm.
their highs.
Yeah, everybody has greats and lows. And okay, so with Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Yeah. Sorry.
regardless of the conversation, I mean, we can get into it now before we kind of
Oh,
shift
let's just do
gears.
it.
Let me hear.
Yeah. Let's just talk about it.
Oh, wait,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
yeah. I'm ready.
As much as I am excited to see Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen in like reprise their roles,
Mhm.
Disney Plus has given me absolutely zero reason to think this is going to be good. And
Huh?
one more thing,
Mm-hmm.
they have shown me zero reason that they're going to respect the prequel movies. I don't want them. This is the first
Mm-hmm.
live action thing we've gotten in that era,
Mm-hmm.
from like Disney, I guess, or Lucasfilm, right? Besides, we've had the animated shows, we've had the games set in those eras and stuff like that. But with all their live action stuff, I'm worried that they're going to try to retcon the prequels more. Like you've already done that with the animated shows. Let's just respect the prequels for what they are. Those movies are out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not try to like make fun of them or just kind of roll over some stuff that was
Mm-hmm.
like that they did in those. Like the prequels are canon, baby. Let's just build off the prequels. Let's not
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
like go back and fix some stuff that happened. That's what I'm really worried
Oh,
about,
okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're gonna do that. I don't know.
Interesting,
That's just a thought.
interesting. Yeah, no. I feel that, and I feel like I'm getting those vibes from some of the new shows, and like you can feel
Right.
that. Absolutely. Okay. I don't really have any much more on that, but it's definitely
Sure. I know.
mean,
Sorry. I'm passionate. Passionate about my
yeah,
Obi-Wan,
yeah.
dude.
No, but I want to see more of it, and then I feel like I can get more of a conversation to have with you about it. But yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Totally.
At this point,
I,
yeah,
oh, I'm excited. I'm totally excited.
yeah.
I just don't know if it's gonna be great.
No, yeah. After Book of Boba Fett, like I'm enjoying Book of Boba Fett more and more. You know, I
Yeah.
know there's only 2 episodes out, right? And so like it's
We
like
gotta
it's
watch.
just getting better with the second one. So I hope that it keeps that upward trend. So I'm hoping that there's more of an upward trend for just shows in general.
Yeah. We'll see. I gotta catch up on that.
Anyways, thank you for that. Moving on now, other studios. We have some other studio films here. Keanu Reeves in talks to star in The Devil in the White City, an adaptation from Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio. The series
Whoa.
tells the story of a serial killer, H.H. Holmes, and his murder castle at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair.
Whoa. Sounds
Pretty
creepy.
insane, right? Yeah.
I'm in.
Sounds like
I mean,
fun.
that's a trio I'll
Mhm.
watch any day.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay.
And then, next up, Chris Evans will reportedly star as Gene Kelly in an untitled film based on his original idea. The movie follows a 12-year-old kid working on the MGM lot in 1952 who creates an imaginary friendship with the iconic movie star.
that one seems great. They put a
Sure.
photo. It kind of looks like him, and I was like, oh, okay.
Sounds wholesome.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have Rooney Mara will play Audrey Hepburn in a biopic from Call Me by Your Name. Director Luco Guadagnino.
Yeah.
Nino.
Yep. Sure.
Guadagnino. So yeah, people were talking about Audrey Hepburn. I think Lily Collins, an actress, looks
Mhm.
just like her, just like her.
Really?
And so,
That's
of course,
interesting.
you know, director has his preference on actress and
Yeah.
acting chops. And Rooney Mara is a phenomenal actress too. She still kind of looks
And
like her.
I think Rooney Mara really transforms for roles. Like she can look very different doing
True,
different
true,
things.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
I don't know. She might be great.
I did look up some like comparisons of Lily Collins to Audrey Hepburn, and like she did like the old
Spitting
look,
image.
and it's like, oh my gosh, her face, everything about it is like, spit,
Yeah.
image.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we have Wes Anderson to direct a Netflix adaptation of Roald Dahl's The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and Six More. And this will be starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Dev Patel, Ray Fiennes, and Ben Kingsley. That
Wow.
is a stacked cast for a great director who has already done an amazing job at adapting one of Roald Dahl's books.
Mhm. Was it the French Dispatch?
No, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay. Yeah.
that's a Dahl book, and
Okay.
then so he's doing another one. So I'm sure it's going to be
Interesting.
a stop motion like I Love Dogs and
Oh, okay.
Fantastic Mr.
Mhm.
Fox. I cannot wait.
That's so cool. Okay, great
Yeah.
cast. Wow. Okay, and
Mhm.
now I guess I'll take us into the
Take us in, dog.
Strictly Casual presents Freeze Frame, brought to you by Manscaped. Ladies and gentlemen, cheers to 2022 and the resolutions you can actually keep. How about upgrading your grooming routine for the new year? Our sponsors at Manscaped are here to make the ball drop into 2022 the cleanest ever. Set your first New Year's resolution with good intentions and join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. With our exclusive offer, you can go to manscaped.com and use code strictlycasual for 20% off and free shipping. Oh, baby.
Amen, baby. It's the new year, new me, with the global leaders in male grooming. This year, take your next level with their Performance Package 4.0 and the brand new Ultra Premium Body Wash, which I am a big fan of. I've talked about it on Checkpoint. I talked about it on Freeze Frame before. I lathered up with it this morning after getting all hot and sweaty after a run. Got in the shower, grabbed the washcloth, just went to town with the body
Like that.
wash, and guess what? I'm smelling delicious right now.
Mhm.
Absolutely delicious.
I've had
It
3 of
is
my
amazing.
friends tell me, "Oh, you smell so nice," and I'm like, "Manscaped scent." I d-
That's good,
I
dude.
point to them and I tell them, "Yeah." So yeah,
I
you'll
love that.
you'll have your friends telling you smell nice as well as you feel good.
Amen.
Mhm.
Kick discomfort and poor hygiene to the curb this year and use the best tools for the job. Whether it's your resolution to work out more or travel to new places, be sure to manscaped.com for our exclusive offer of 20% off and free shipping with code strictlycasual.
There you have it. You can get 20% off and free shipping with the code strictlycasual at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com and use code strictlycasual. It's new year, new me in 2022 with Manscaped.
Yes, sir. And that brings us to television and streaming stuff. All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Number one, from the CW, Warner Media and Viacom CBS are reportedly exploring selling the CW. Nexstar is said to be among one of the suitors because the CW reportedly hasn't been profitable since 2006.
Yeah, I can't believe I found that headline. I saw that and I was like, what? And
Yeah,
I'm going to say one cause, Riverdale. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like Riverdale is probably much more
probably,
profitable than I think. Yeah.
probably. I would
Yeah.
say Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, and Riverdale in the 100 probably
Mhm.
carried that channel. But it's
Yeah.
interesting that they haven't been profitable. That means,
Yeah.
oh, it's a very small niche like audience watching that.
Mhm.
It's not widespread. I
And
don't
it
know.
and it probably has been getting smaller because I can
Oh yeah,
pinpoint when like people leave and like, oh, I left on this show, and then it's like there's no reason to watch the CW now because the
no,
story keeps going and you're left in the dust because there's so
nope.
much.
Arrow season
Yeah.
4. That's when I gave it the tap,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
same with Flash season 2 or 3. I was like, I'm out.
I know.
And that was 10 years ago.
It's interesting because CW is all kind of DC stuff. So like
Yeah, I
they
know.
sell it off to what, Disney?
No, it's great, dude. Actually, I hope HBO Max gets all the rights for that stuff and they make a good stuff with it,
Oh,
you know?
yo, that'd be wild layout for just
Totally.
TV. That'd be crazy. And they combined it all. That'd be
It'd
great.
be interesting. It'd be very interesting.
Up next we have
I really think we're getting into a time where cable's done.
that's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying, dude. I feel it. Kate, like
but to
whether
play here's the other thing.
Hmm.
I don't think cable's actually done because we have so many streaming services that in 5 years, there's gonna be a cable-like subscription that gives you access to all of the
it
streaming
turns into
services.
the same thing. Yeah.
It just absolutely is gonna
Mhm.
turn into the same thing. So, I don't
Like
know.
I just got a Roku now, and so like
Yeah,
I have all these accounts on HBO Max, Disney Plus, and blah blah.
yeah,
It's like a hub for everything, so you can just kind of see
yeah,
everything, and it's like, oh, this is just like cable, but like it's not live TV. It's just
right.
watching whatever's new. There's so much
Mhm,
content now that you can just watch that and never use TV. Like I don't watch the
exactly.
news, but and even sport, NFL, and
It's all on there.
ESPN. It's all services. It's crazy.
Yep.
Up next, we have Netflix with the big heavy hitter Ozark Season 4, Part 1 has their first trailer hitting Netflix January 21st.
Ryder, I had no idea how excited I was until I saw, like, the first 10 seconds of this trailer. I was like, "Oh my god, it's happening. It is
Oh, yeah.
happening, and we only have, like, a couple more weeks till it starts." I
Mm-hmm.
am so stoked, and they dropped the whole season at once, so you already know, January 21st, 22nd,
You're
it's
gone.
over.
It's
It's
gone.
done.
Phone
I'm not
off.
watching.
Door
Yeah.
locked. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait, dude. It looks so good.
Dude, this is like one of those Succession things where you've been raving about this show forever, and gotta hop on that one. now.
It's great.
There's
I will admit it starts a little rough. I didn't
Mhm.
love it the first couple
Okay.
episodes, but by the end of season 1, dude,
You're in love, yeah.
all the characters are so well written. It's great.
It's Jason Bateman, baby. Jason Bateman.
Yeah, he's
Always.
great. Sean Levy's The Adam Project, starring Ryan Reynolds and Mark Ruffalo, Zoe Saldana, and Walter Scobell, releases March 11th on Netflix. I have not seen any
I think there's only
trailer.
like one photo out. I don't think there's anything else.
Oh, cool.
Just
It's
photo.
about a man who travels back in time to get help from his younger self to find their late father. Oh, that also sounds wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah,
it's
that's
Ryan
pretty
Reynolds.
cool.
It's probably great.
Both of them, yeah. Let's see. Oh, you got this one. I didn't put
Okay,
this.
this morning a trailer dropped for Genius, a Kanye trilogy,
Oh
which is
my
the
god.
okay, this is the Kanye documentary. It's a 3-week event, and part 1 is on February 16th. You know I'm watching that right away, baby. The trailer's like all footage, like older footage plus newer interview footage.
Hmm.
And you know Kanye like barely does interviews and stuff. Like
Yeah.
he's a little not reclusive at this point, but like
Very to himself, very private. Very
he
private
doesn't
because
need
he's so
he
big.
doesn't need to say
Yeah.
anything because let's say everybody's already reporting on him anyway. He doesn't need to do
Hmm.
any professional interviews.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go for this. I'm a big Kanye fan. So this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was funny
Can't
because
wait.
I saw this title and I was like, Genius, what is that? And then you said, no,
Genius.
Genius. I was like, yes, that is so perfect, Kanye. It's
God,
hilarious.
I cannot wait, dude. It's
That's
gonna
so,
be so awesome.
oh, that's great. All
Yep.
right,
Okay.
moving on now. We have The Boys officially returns on June 3rd for season 3, and a new teaser has dropped. And we have plenty of information to go through regarding
Yeah.
spin-offs, kind of what the new season can entail, as well as some animated shows coming as well. So let's get into it. A little teaser revealed Homelander, of course, getting his photo taken, and there was close-ups on him, kind of losing it already. We know the character. We saw him last season, and he's on the edge, and he's freaking out. He looks great. It was previously confirmed that a college set spin-off was in the works at Amazon as well. One focusing on an up-and-coming superheroes that were getting through a VOT control program to develop their powers and then decide where they want to go. And of course, The Boys was announced in their in-universe 7-on-7 program, which featured a major tease for the new spin-off series, confirming that the university name and potentially one character that will appear in the series.
I feel like this is just gonna be My Hero Academia of live action.
I know, right? They're really building like a whole universe with this, and they're kind of making a whole franchise with it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm like super excited for a spin-off or anything
Mhm.
because I find the characters in The Boys, like Carl Urban's character,
Mhm.
um,
The main
what's the
dude,
main
Dewey. I
Not
think
Dennis
his name is
Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Man,
Wait,
Dennis Quaid's son, who's
oh,
Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great. Like I like these characters a lot. I don't
Mhm.
know if a spin-off show with just superheroes in a university is gonna. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm sure they'll find a way to hook me or get me in, but I
Yeah,
don't know. I like The Boys because of the characters.
the casting was spot on. I think it's hard to replicate kind of what makes this so good because there's so many kind of like opposite characters, and there's like they're all over. The casting is very good with this show, and I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to kind of find that charm and kind of
Right.
catch that magic in a bottle that they did with this. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you see the little teaser that they showed for Homelander? It was just a little something they released on Twitter.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, so it was just photos of him. He was getting his photos taken, and
Okay.
they close zoom up on his face as he's gritting his teeth and he's like smiling, but you
Yeah.
can see he's on the edge, and it's crazy.
Dude, all I saw was the photo of Jack Quaid and Carl Urban like on the hood of a car, and then he was like, "Season 3 coming whatever day."
And he's like,
don't know.
F off. No.
F off.
Like he always does. Let's see. So it was, of course, previously confirmed that the upcoming series will be taking its cues from the arc in the comic books that made fun of Marvel's X-Men, which
Love
is
it.
exactly where the Godolkin University location hails from. In the pages of the comics, John Godolkin is a caricature of Charles Xavier, with this group being called, what else? The G-Men.
I love it. I love it, dude. It's gonna be great.
I know, yeah. So they also released a kind of release calendar for the episodes. The first 3 episodes will be dropping on opening day.
Yeah.
And then June 3rd. And then I think June 24th, people were like, get your calendars ready, because that is when the ultimate episode, Hero Gasm, will drop.
That's the one they've been talking about for a long time.
they've been kind of hyping up this episode. So apparently
A little concerned.
I know, I'm a little concerned because they've gotten pretty raunchy and pretty wild with the
Yes.
show.
They push the limits.
So some context for this episode is that VOT is holding kind of a festival for the superheroes. So superpowered individuals on a secret island to have an orgy. That is literally what is happening. So I can imagine the team, the boys, the crew, got to infiltrate that island for something.
It's gonna be hilarious. It is going to be hilarious seeing this through Jack, or I mean, what's the main character's name? I
His
forget.
name's
Howie.
Howie. I was saying Dewey.
Seeing it through Howie and oh my goodness, Carl
just-
Urban's character.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
been a year. It's been 2 years since I've
Huey,
seen it, but-
Billy Butcher.
Huey and Billy.
Huey and Billy.
Yeah, not Howie. Damn, that was that's tough.
Howie, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they'll make some great jokes. It'll probably be very funny, but it is definitely going to push the limits and probably be a little scarring.
Yeah, I imagine laser eyes going everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Stretchy arms here and there. Oh,
it's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be a whole thing.
absolutely. But yeah, you can look forward June 3rd to checking out the new season.
And what is this? A second spinoff?
Yeah, so a second
Ryder?
spinoff is in the works for the boys. You want to read through this bad boy?
A second spinoff is in the work for the boys too, as though Amazon confirmed a few months ago that an animated Diabolical is in the works. Diabolical has been given an 8-episode pickup and will be an anthology series set within the world of the series and will feature episodes written by, quote, the most creative minds in entertainment today. And if that doesn't hype you up, I don't know what will. But I kind of already have my boys animated show, and that's Invincible.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah,
I
that's
don't
all
know
I
if I
need.
need a. They're really banking on boys. They know it's making money, so they're like, let's just mine this out for as much as we can.
You got it on spot. Yep.
That's what's going on.
hmm
Some good stuff there.
That's it for me.
We'll have more about the boys coming up soon. I'm sure we'll get more
hmm
information as we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can listen to the full episode on audio platforms or check out the full video on YouTube for members only. Appreciate you guys. Bam. Next up,
Here we go.
Invincible.
This is it finally.
Season 2.
Oh baby, oh baby. This was kind of unfortunate to hear, but it is what it is.
Oh,
wanna
that
take it?
is sad. Work on Invincible season 2 will start soon, says Steven Ewan. He says Robert Kirkman thinks season 2 is going to be even better than season 1. Quote, it's going to be bonkers.
I
So they
don't
haven't
doubt
even
it.
started.
I know.
It's going to be a while.
It's probably I'm saying 2023, but whatever, because I know animation takes long. Maybe
Yeah.
holiday this year, but I don't,
Yeah.
because I know that the first season was only a very small chunk of the kind of the books and stuff. So I know that there's so
Yeah, I think there's
much.
like 8 compendiums or something like that,
Mhm.
and this one did half of the first compendium.
Yeah. See, there's a lot to get through, and I know there's a lot of villain. They set up a lot in the season
They
finale.
did, yeah.
You know?
They did.
So
I'm excited. I'm
mhm.
so excited to see more of it. It's so well done.
Yeah, I remember we did a reaction on the finale. Craziest finale I think I've ever seen for. I can't even believe they did something like that.
It was very wild finale.
Wild.
Yes.
Moving on now, we have Disney Plus. Pixar's Turning Red, a film that I'm looking forward to, will now just be a Disney Plus exclusive, streaming March 11th. Now, I wanted to talk about our thoughts on this because
The Canadians are pissed.
the Canadians are pissed, yeah, and
They gave one, dude. They
I'm sure
really
you saw
hit.
this, yeah.
They went all around with in 2021 with like different groups of people and stuff. And
Mhm.
this one, they're really shorthanding the Canadians and tossing them right on streaming. Didn't give them a theater release.
It's not just that. It was, and not to get into it, of course, everybody form your own opinion, and we want to kind of hear about it.
Sure.
Raya, and now
Yeah.
this one, and then as well as I think Soul too. And then they're like, but
Mm.
Lightyear though, which I know Lightyear. Come on, who doesn't know Buzz Lightyear? Is most popular Toy Story's most popular.
This is
Pixar.
interesting.
Lightyear, they're like about a white guy going to space. Gets the
Right.
theatrical release, while some of these other.
Did Luca get a theatrical release or no?
No, that was Disney Plus too. Yeah, that was the one. They were like an
Ooh.
Italian boy, a black guy, and an Asian Canadian. I think she's Asian too.
Yeah.
I think, believe so. It's like,
Interesting.
I don't know if it's a stretch. I saw someone
Yeah.
point it out, and I was like, well, I mean, I don't know
It's
what that
something to
is.
think about for
Something
sure.
to think about. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough.
Mhm. I think a lot of films, like they did a film, Onward, that was about the two little the brothers with the truck, and that one
Oh,
came out
yeah.
in theaters. I know this is a pandemic world, but yeah. So it's interesting.
It's interesting how they make those decisions for
Yeah,
which ones would get
yeah.
theater releases and which ones
I
don't.
do, I do get though that Lightyear, of course, is Buzz Lightyear, and I mean, I can imagine the toys, and
Yeah.
every kid is probably gonna see that one, and adult too. But yeah, I'm gonna see Turning Red. I'm gonna check it out and support it.
Totally. Did you watch Raya and the Last Dragon, by the way?
I have not, no, not yet.
I was a huge fan. I was a huge fan of that
Really?
movie, but okay, this is a total sidebar, but I think
Mhm.
the dragons in
Uh-huh.
Raya and the Last Dragon
Huh?
made the movie worse
Oh,
because
really? The design?
it's like an added mystical element, whereas like Raya has really emotional journey, like as a character, like this arc
Mhm.
that she has to go on,
Mhm.
and it kind of loses it when she relies on the dragons to then like fill her emotional arc. I was like, this
Mm.
would have been better if it's just Raya doing her thing. Like it's like all these kingdoms and these wars happening. I'm like, this is totally sick. The animation's amazing, but then it loses the emotional value when a dragon has to save the day and
Oh,
not
yeah.
Raya.
Yeah.
That killed it for me. But it's
Okay.
a great movie.
Okay. That's
Highly
cool.
recommend it.
Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, excuse me. Sorry. Fresh Prince has a brand new trailer dropped this morning as we're recording this. You saw
I'm
it.
gonna sound so negative this podcast episode.
No.
I've been so negative today, and
Formulate the honest thoughts. Let's see.
the honest thought is that the Fresh Prince short film that was like
Mhm.
made by these I don't know, film students or young filmmakers,
Mhm.
whatever it was, and posted online. And then Will Smith heard about this short film and watched it. I watched it. It's great. It's so cool. It's like a very dark take on whatever Fresh Prince, on Fresh
Mhm.
Prince of Bel-Air. And then that helped greenlight the show created by the people that did the short film
Mhm.
and Will Smith, and they're bringing it to Peacock. And the trailer for it came out this morning, and it does not look good to me at all. It is
Mhm.
like it is not what the short film was,
Mhm.
and it doesn't seem very Fresh Prince either. It's just the
Mhm.
names of Fresh Prince. There's not even like a stylistic change. It's just
Ah, I got you. Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't feel warranted.
And
I
it
don't
needs
know.
that. It needs that. First Prince was, even though it was kind of the same format, I guess, multicam,
Yeah, yeah,
comedy type show. There was something special about it that kind of separated it from the rest.
totally.
And so,
Fresh Prince is classic. It
classic,
is
very
so
much.
great,
Hmm.
and I don't know if this show is gonna, like, really live up to it. I know Will Smith is producing, and I'm sure
Hmm.
he doesn't wanna make anything bad,
Hmm.
but I don't know. We'll see. I could be totally wrong. It could be great. I
Yeah.
just don't know yet.
At least
Yeah.
initial impression so far. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Something that does kind of look interesting so far coming to Hulu. That's Pam and Tommy. Now we got a full
Yeah.
trailer release. This is coming out February 2nd, starring Lily James and Sebastian Stan as Pamela Anderson and the drummer to Motley Crue. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
It's just Tommy something. I forget his name, but yeah, the trailer looks phenomenal. This is a story, of course, about a sex
Didn't
tape that was leaked.
didn't
Apparently
this
got
already
out
come
there.
out, the trailer?
A, tr-
With Nick
a
Offerman and all that?
tease did, yes, but I think this is more like a full kind of
Oh,
story trailer, which they show a lot more of everybody.
okay.
This one, oh man, it looks really good. Like they look
Yeah.
great. I mean, Lily
This is a
James.
Hulu this is a big
Mhm,
Hulu pickup. I
mhm.
don't know. We don't really there's not a lot of big Hulu big hitters.
Lily James looked phenomenal as Pamela
Yeah.
Anderson. Like her complete transformation, and
Yeah.
I think they did spot on with it, and it looks
Sure.
very funny, very good.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it. It'll be great. And that brings us into light news for today. Space Force Season 2 sets launch date for February 18th. Did not finish the first season because it was kind of funny and then it dropped off pretty hard.
Mhm.
Did you watch it?
No, no, I've not gotten to that one. It's
Yeah.
too much content.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot predicts Wonder Woman 3 will start filming in a year and a half or so. A long time from now.
Who's directing that?
I think Patty Jenkins. I think didn't she like halt Star Wars for Wonder Woman, I believe? I think we talked about
Oh,
that.
well,
Yeah.
that's fine. I don't know if I
Yeah.
want Patty Jenkins on a Star Wars yet.
Okay, okay.
Who knows? Scott Pilgrim Netflix anime series in the works from creator Brian Lee O'Malley. I did not hear about this, but I'm very excited for that. Sounds great.
Yeah. Looks interesting.
Oh, that reminds me of
Okay.
like another Netflix anime thing that kind of got
Hmm.
a little information this week is Cyberpunk. When that game came out, they announced that they would be doing an anime
Hmm.
show to go alongside of it,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
would
yeah.
be pushed out way like long.
Hmm.
The update is that it comes like mid 2023 or something
Oh,
like that.
okay. Interesting.
So they've been hard at work on it, but that's a long time away still.
Yeah,
So
it could reinvigorate the life of the game, maybe, but we'll
yeah.
see.
Apparently when they're gonna release like the next gen version of Cyberpunk and drop a trailer at the same time or something to get people
Oh, yeah,
excited.
yeah, cool,
That's the
cool.
thought.
That's a good choice. All right, well there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All of our news for the week. Lots of unfortunate passings, lots of exciting stuff as well. But now we
Yeah.
have some recommendations to kind of keep you hold off for the week until next time we meet again. Vin, do you have yours ready? I have mine ready
I
to
do.
go. Okay,
I just popped off with
let's
it.
hear it.
Okay. This week I watched a movie called Made. And Made
Oh,
is directed not Made MAID, not the one that's getting a lot of like good attention right now.
okay, never
This is
mind.
MADE,
Okay.
directed by Jon Favreau, came out in 2001, and it's Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn in a crime movie. It's not Swingers. It was a couple years after Swingers happened.
Ah,
Um,
mhm,
but it's not like super well critically received or anything, but I had a great time watching it. It's on HBO Max. I here's what I want, Ryder,
mhm.
is I want Jon Favreau just to leave Disney for a little bit and just make a couple more crime movies because he can do it, dude.
His
He
roots, his
this has all
roots.
the elements of
Mhm,
just a great crime movie, and I wanna see what he can do 21 years after this movie came out, like, this came out in 2001.
mhm,
Imagine he could pull so many strings. He pulled so many strings in this movie, like, big names in
mhm.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine what he can do now. Jon Favreau's on top of the
Oh,
world.
man. Yeah, he really has the potential to be, one of the greatest directors right now. I mean, he's doing great. He's doing great so far.
It is pretty great.
I
So,
like the
I highly
tagline.
recommend the movie. It's fun.
This is right here. Swingers meets The Sopranos. If that doesn't scream Vincent, I don't know what does.
Yeah, Jon Favreau's in The Sopranos for a little
Mhm.
bit as Jon Favreau, like, he plays himself,
What?
and that was during the time he makes this movie, and he just brought a lot of the cast on to do, like, smaller roles in this movie. They're not important
Mhm.
at all, but it's really just Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn the whole movie.
Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. I
Yeah, it's
like
pretty
that.
funny.
My recommendation for this week is probably Righteous Gemstones. The new season has
That's
dropped, and
right.
I've been wanting to talk about this show, but I just didn't know how to go about it. So I've been thinking
Yeah,
about it because it has to do with religion and kind of poking fun at big money and
totally.
church and stuff like that. So this family, they're pastors and they're multimillionaires. And I think,
Absolutely.
having grown up in a religious school and going to this type of church, it's funny how spot on they're kind of hitting these things.
Yeah.
But it's very satire, very funny.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you have to have that open sort of sense of humor to kind of not be
Right.
offended because they get
Totally.
far with it. But yeah, it's hilarious because the actors are, I mean, the comedians that are in it are very much my style of comedy.
Yeah.
So pairing that with this like big church is just like it's hilarious. It's great.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
No, I do love that, and I think if you go to church and stuff like that and you see
Mhm.
that, you're able to even find it funnier because
Yeah.
you've seen it firsthand,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Seeing what people
what it
do
is.
and it's like, "Oh, yep, been
Yeah,
there, done that." Yep.
been there, seen that. I know where
Great.
they're coming from.
But, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That's the show. I'm like, "Yeah, did we get everything in?" That's everything. So, thank you for
That's it.
listening. If you're on audio platforms, thank you so much. Give us a review, helps us out. There's reviews on Spotify now, so, feel free to let us know what you think. If you
Yeah,
wanna check out the full video on YouTube, that will be available for members, as well as we have some little clips and shorts, for you guys to check out, kind of a shorter segments of the show. We also
yep.
have all our social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, as well as Discord. Somebody the other day posted in our Discord, they're like, "Uh-oh, is this Discord dying?" And I was
Hey,
like, "It is
hey, that's
not."
not the first time. That's not the first time they've said that, okay? I think it's hilarious. I laugh every time.
Because it's active. We talk news. We
We
talk to
do.
each other, and it's an active Discord, I'd
We
say.
we have active channels in the Discord,
Yeah.
and they pop off.
Yeah, so if you're listening, you wanna be a part of a Discord and
Totally.
bring it back to full life. It's
Yeah, hey, if you have some news stories you really want on the show, let us know, bro. We'll add them. We'll add 'em.
yeah.
Talk about it.
Talk to
That's
us.
fun.
Let us know. We also have some other videos content coming. Don't forget about our sponsor Manscaped. Go check them out on their website and use code strictlycasual for 20% off and free shipping. And that's
Amen.
about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Penny. Thank you for
Peace
being
out.
on.
Hey, we'll see you guys next week.